Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Depop, my likes and dislikes when it comes to that app and platform. And then after that, I'm going to give you guys my most recent bins haul and we'll go through those items together. So Depop. I like Depop because it has made me money, and anything that makes me money, I do inevitably like. But Depop has caused me some problems, and I feel like it is one of the least user-friendly apps out there to sell items and clothing on. I think it is one of the newest, and that may be why. Just the layout of everything isn't my favorite. My first problem with Depop was I used to cross-list everything by myself, so I didn't use any type of cross-listing tool. I now use Prime Lister, but before I would just cross-list everything by myself. So I make each individual listing on all four of my platforms, and I was trying to cross-list a few items on Depop one day, and I put in all the information, and then I went to click, post save listing, and it wasn't working. It said I was missing information, and I went through all my information and I wasn't missing any information. And then I realized that the section where you're supposed to put in the size of the clothing just wasn't there at all. It was completely gone. It was a glitch in the system. I ended up saving those as drafts, but then when I went back later, those drafts weren't saved. I had to redo them all over again. But luckily at that point, I had Prime Lister, so I could use that cross-listing tool onto Depop. Another problem with Depop for me is I don't know how to send bulk offers. I have, items where there are multiple likers, and I know how to send out individual offers. On my feed, it'll show me, oh, this person liked your item, and then it'll have a black button that says send offer or not. But I don't know how to send an offer to multiple people at once. When I do want to send an offer, I just kind of scroll through that list, trying to find when it happened, when the person liked my listing, and then I can give them the offer. But if there is a way, I feel like I should have figured it out by now. So I feel like that should be more user-friendly. Also, along with the offers problem, I have gotten lots of offers in the past on particular items where someone made me an offer and I accepted their offer, but then the sale never went through because they never paid. And this has happened multiple times. And so every time I thought that the person just decided to not buy the item and they just kind of backed out of the sale, which is perfectly fine, but then it kept happening. And this past week, I have this men's Ralph Lauren polo button-up shirt for sale on Depop, and someone made me an offer of $22. It's currently listed for $30. And I accepted their offer. And then I think the time period of having them pay is 24 to 48 hours before that whole transaction expires. They ended up not paying for that Ralph Lauren men's polo or men's button-up. And so that sale fell through and I was disappointed. And so I thought, oh well. Then the next day I decided to send out individual offers to all three people that liked my item, including that person who had made me my first offer. And I sent out an offer of $24 to all three of those people separately, because I don't know how to do it in bulk, like I said. And that same person who had made me that original offer countered the $24 with $22, and I accepted. And then that transaction fell through again. And so it's made me very curious and apprehensive of Depop, because I think that there is a problem with Depop either notifying people, or people aren't getting on Depop enough to check if their offer was accepted. I don't know what's happening, and it's really frustrating. The same day, I got an offer on these Allen Edmonds that I had for sale and an offer on these men's work boots, and I accepted both the offers, and both of these sales fell through. They never paid me for the item. Now, I do have to say that when Depop emails me, their emails fall through the cracks. Their emails do not stand out, and I really have to be looking to see if I've made any sales on any of my platforms for it to stand out. Whereas when Poshmark sends me an email that I've made a sale or I have an offer, they're like, yay, you have an offer. They're really in your face about it. Depop says something like, this person's interested in your item. You've got what they want, or something like that. That's really frustrating. I've always noticed that their emails are just, not out there. They don't stand out. So I'm wondering if that's the case, if people are getting emails that their offer has been accepted and they just miss them, or their notifications aren't on. I have not had this happen on any other reselling platform, and it has happened a lot on Depop for me. I get offers all the time on Poshmark, and those usually work out. What I love about Poshmark is when you make an offer, you have to have your card information. Once the offer is accepted, the sale automatically goes through. So that's what I love about Poshmark. Depop, you pay after the offer is accepted. I don't know what's going on there. If you guys have any insight, I'd love to know. It is very frustrating. I've lost a lot of sales, and I'm wondering if it's a glitch on my end that perhaps I, click the button and it shows that I accepted it on my side, but it doesn't show through on the other person's, side of Depop. So I don't know. But another thing is, I don't really like Depop's layout when you go to buy something. It's you kind of just see the pictures and you can't really see the description or anything. I would say it's a very modern platform, right? It's very aesthetically pleasing, not very informative. I will keep using Depop in the future. I just hope to get these questions solved. I have made sales on Depop, like I said, and they've been more style-based sales, which is awesome. So anyway, let me move on to the haul now. I went to the GoodWill Bins today. After my husband got home from work, it was just before 5. So I got there right before the last rotation. So I was able to get the last rotation, and I was really happy about that. I took my baby girl with me and left my older daughter home with my husband. I got this actually, and I saw it right away, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's a Squishmallow, and my sister loves Squishmallows. It's a Flip-A-Mallow. So I actually didn't see this part first. I saw this one. I've never seen a Squishmallow that is reversible. I've seen that with other toys, especially princesses and dolls, but I think that is so fun. So obviously that's not to resell. A little something fun that I picked up from the bins. This next pair of shoes I got is from the brand Dr. Scholl's. Now the comps on the comps on Poshmark didn't even look that good, but I couldn't find a pair that had sold that was quite like this, right? This is genuine leather, really quality and nice looking. They have lots of life left in them. So I'm going to price these for around $30 and see how they do. I just wanted to take a risk on them. I think that they are so beautiful, really just the perfect neutral summer shoe. And then they have that low kind of wedge heel, which I was really excited about.
These leather women's Dr. Scholl's sandals sold on Poshmark for $24.
Let's move on to the next pair of shoes. I put all the shoes on top before I left. They were kind of all over the cart. So that's why we're going to go through the shoes first. These are a pair of Taos, and I debated about getting these because there is a spot, let's see, yes, on this one, there's a little like black mark, but they are overall in great condition, and they are expensive, brand new. They're a size 6 to 6.5, and they're really cute, just kind of this neutral shoe, perfect for summer. I really am wanting to get more sandals into my inventory, and the GoodWill Bins is a great way to do that for cheap. So happy that I found these.
This same pair of Taos women's shoes sold on Poshmark for $35.
I think this is my last pair of shoes, but these are from the brand Timberland. Now they're men's sandals. They're quite wide, right? So they're meant for a man with a wide foot. There is some wear on the leather, like there are some marks, but in terms of life of the shoe, there is barely any wear on the bottom of the shoe, and they're just really handsome men's sandals, perfect for summer, right? Perfect. I could see a man wearing these on vacation. These I thought were a great find, and it was the end of the day, like I said, when I got to the bins, so I didn't have very many shoes to pick from. By the end of the day, you can still find good clothes. I have noticed that you really can't find good shoes by the end of the day. You're lucky if you find like one pair of good shoes, and so I'm counting those Timberland shoes as my one good pair, and then these other two pairs is just kind of so-so pieces.
These Timberland men's sandals sold on Poshmark for $31.
This I just picked up for myself. It is a belt, I think from Old Navy, if I remember correctly. Oh no, it's from Target. But yeah, I've been really wanting a nice brown belt for myself. I have a black one that's skinnier, and so yeah, I just think it's really, really nice. It's not real leather, but it's cute, so. This next piece is from Adidas, and I've actually really enjoyed picking up Adidas. This is a really interesting jacket. I looked up stock photos online, and this is a really cool looking jacket, very expensive. It is called White Mountaineering. It is a size medium, and it's really cool. It kind of has this, it's not zip up, it's kind of a pullover style. And then it has these lined details on the bottom of the sleeve and on the top of the sleeve. And it's just kind of a really cool, kind of gives Star Wars vibes. I don't know. I really like it. And I think that it will resell well.
This men's Adidas x White Mountaineering collab jacket sold on eBay for $85.
My first time ever finding this brand, I was so excited. It is Arc'teryx, and it's just a basic gray men's snap button up. It has the little Arc'teryx logo on the back. I looked it through for stains, and there aren't any stains, which is great. I'm happy to have found this. Don't know what it'll sell for, but first time ever finding Arc'teryx. If I'd found a jacket, that would have been really exciting, but it's just a shirt. Still excited about it.
This same style men's Arc'teryx shirt sold on eBay for $60.
This next piece is vintage Disney. Now, comps were all over the place on eBay, some as low as like $10, but I decided to get this one because it is vintage and it's all red, it's men's, it's like a fleece. It says Mickey, always authentic, and then on the sleeve here, there is a New York City World of Disney. We'll see how it does. It very much reeks of that thrift store bin smell, which I actually do like. It is very comforting to me, but it definitely is musty.
This similar men's red Mickey Mouse jacket sold on eBay for $25.
This next piece, I thought this was so cute. I basically got it just for style. I really cannot resist vests. I love vests. This is hand embroidered. It's 55% rainy and 45% cotton. The brand is Christopher & Banks, but it is vintage. And how cute is this? Grandma core all the way. Kind of reminds me of Christmas, but it isn't really Christmas. It's just kind of more homesteady, if that makes sense. I just thought this vest was the cutest, and there's even a little matching embroidery on the back. And it was hand embroidered, which is even cooler.
This vintage Christopher & Banks vest sold on Poshmark for $31.
Let's see. So this is from the brand LL Bean. Pretty sure it's vintage LL Bean, which I think you have to have the right piece. Isn't this shirt so much fun? I think it's a men's, it's button up. There is a small spot of gunk or something, but it's not a stain, it's just like food or something. So I'll either try to dab that out with some water or put it through the washing machine. But how fun is this print? And it is 100% cotton, so perfect for the seasons that we're going into.
This vintage LL Bean button-up sold on eBay for $18.
I actually got a lot more things than I thought I would find this trip. So this I grabbed almost before I was about to leave. It was kind of on the bin, not right next to me, but parallel to it. And I saw this print. So basically it's kind of like an overall dress, but not really. It's sleeveless, it's jean, and it has these purple flowers all over it. And there is a spot, I think, on the front. It is very light. I'm going to try to get it out. But how cool is this vintage dress? I thought it was so, so adorable. And these type of dresses are really, really popular right now. So we'll see how it does for $2. I could not pass this up. It is just such a fun, unique piece. I would honestly keep it for myself, but it's a little bit too big.
This Christopher & Banks dress sold on Poshmark for $15.
Okay, so this I got from my sister. Don't even know if she'll like it. Different sister than the Squishmallow sister. That was my husband's sister. This is my sister. But it says Utah, which is where I live. And it's just this really kind of cool beachy bag. It reminded me of her, so we'll see if she likes it. But I really like it, and it is zip up. So kind of perfect for the beach. Really reminded me of her, so I hope that she likes it. So these, I've actually come across a few kind of pairs of these black leather pants, and they're usually fake leather. This is real leather, which is super exciting. Why did they do this? they put the tag and then they pierce the leather. I have had this happen so many times to me when I was at Goodwill, I think it was like a month ago. I was going to buy this 100% silk shirt, and then they had, put that tie right on the silk, and it had just broken it apart, right? It had ruined it. We need to do away with these tags, or we just need to consistently put them on the tag, honestly. There's also been times when I have had a tag on a clothing item and it doesn't go through the back side, right? Because there's like two folds of fabric together. So whoever, put the tag on, the back of the tag is in the middle of the fabric, right? So you either have to dig through the fabric and ruin the clothing item or just count it as a loss. So that kind of sucks. Sorry about my rant, but that is one thing that's very frustrating for me. This is from the brand Her Entire Name Says Grace. This is real leather, black leather pants, women's pants. You cannot go wrong. They're a size large, so great size. Really excited about that. Was not expecting to find a quality leather piece today, but I did.
These women's black leather pants sold on Poshmark for $30.
Let's see. I think this is the last item, you guys. It has come to an end almost. This was another brand that I'd never found before, so I found Arc'teryx this trip, which is really exciting. And then I found this. This was actually one of the first things that I picked up, but the brand is Peruvian Connection, which I don't know a whole lot about this brand, but I do know that it is expensive and it feels really soft. It's 100% Pima cotton, and it is just this cardigan, kind of this burnt orange reddish color, and it is a size small. So really, really nice, and excited to have found that because I've never found Peruvian Connection before.
Yay, this item has already sold on my Poshmark for $60.
That is everything, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this haul, and I really would love to know your thoughts on Depop, whether good or bad. I want to figure out the whole offer situation, and I hope that I don't have any more glitches in the future. I'll see you guys in the next video.